with more Abyssinia. I will be mm, sitting here waiting until my next government reform and or when new technology comes about. Try to do something. We've known the entire whole world for a while now. The world that we can see. Uh, well, you exist for several hundred years. News travels. Although my glorious 8 billion generals are probably going to have to stop. The aftertech is starting to happen. Because I'm going to want every ounce of that mill points for my technology. Just waiting for England to act so they can annex Essex. And after that, I will then accept. Oh yeah, I need to accept Dutch culture. That is so much money I am generating from Genoa. I accept it. We are well on our way to getting that economic hegemon. As soon as I can grab that, I will be golden. I can then start throwing my weight around. Just need to, you know, sorry, my brain locked up. My stomach ill hurts, and I'm like, my brain is exploding. I'm like, I am dying. I don't know why. Yes, I am playing the EU4s. That's probably fine. Probably. I got a cup of tea, trying to help alleviate whatever the hell's wrong with me. More trade power. More money. My ultimate goal is to get this trade node right here, as it is the easiest to filter trade from the New World to. Although technically I could filter the trade from the New World through Sevilla. That only applies to the Caribbean, I believe. It's not the New, like the North American one. It was a good point. Or go to capital. Button. The button. And England is about to be annexed. Enforced faith. Burn some manpower. Disband this group. We'll give us 12.5 conversion power. I'll start converting Essex next. put a fort out here. And put another fort over here. Do, 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 do. Then build a cog because we're gonna have 28 Marines. They'll will be stationed in Venice for the foreseeable future. Do, 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 do. There we go. It'll be until 1411 before I can fully annex them. Hello there. How's it going? I have converted that CK3 game to the EU4 game. Mr. DJ. Yeah, it's so cool having all this government capacity overflow. So cool. I did convert it like 200 years out from the first innovation Meaning I've been stuck at Tech 4 for like 200 years. I've made some gradual advancements. Just kind of been building up money and building wonders. I've called this the age of reconstruction and wonder building. I've also done an amazing feat of I have almost converted every single other culture inside of my empire to Abyssinian. How's it go with you, man? No, I found something funny. I was having an issue with EU4 where I was kind of having the same sort of issue with the, like how it was with CK3, where basically it didn't want to move forward. I don't know if this will fix it for CK3, but I turned off a single processor for everything else in the rest of the computer except EU4. So EU4 technically has one processor uninterrupted, and it runs a lot better for some reason. I don't understand why. So if I try to limit it to one processor, the game like explodes. So I kind of just throw my hands up. Like, I guess it just works. It just works. So, what mods are you going to be playing with in CK3 now? Alright, there's that 28 Marines. Drill, baby, drill. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I've always been slightly envious of people that know how to code. Because it's one of those, like, I've tried to learn a little bit of how to code and my brain just explodes. Like, the only coding I have remotely even been able to comprehend and slightly use is, like, if you know what choice of games is, like their engine and how their games are coded and how they code stories. Other than that, my brain just explodes. Like, why? 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 I just not the only thing I know about really coding in any aspect is I know how to tweak internal code of like settings for like if something like depending on what it is I can go in and just like change a value, but other than that I'm like completely lost. I haven't had to do that for a very long time. I think it was like way back when me and my friends were using mods. We would have to try to tweak some mods because sometimes they would just be wrong. Mainly waiting for money to roll in. Trading in silk. Let's go. So, were you planning to start the next CK3 game? Yeah, like how I have my 80 stewardship king / emperor. Also, why can't I see the New World? I could theoretically go over to the New World right now and kick people's faces in. Actually, no, I couldn't because I can't get claims. I could technically no CB war natives, but I don't feel like it's a great idea. The only conversion mod that I've been interested in is the Elder Kings mod, and it's like, you're not talking about full conversion, I know that, but like I'm saying is I like Elder's Kings, and Vampire the Masquerade. Even though it's kind of like I'm sitting there for 800 years as a vampire in my same province, staring at the map. ignored them. My research is right. Trying to think. So I haven't heard anything else more on the horizon for CK3 other than nomad governments. Generally, like, when I'm trying to play local, because there's two types of way I play. I either try to play to where I get to the Emperorship as fast as possible, and then try to solidify and then expand as hard as possible, which that's what Abyssian turned into. Or I tried to become a duke with a really good like set of land that is really easy to develop, and then I tried to develop that hardcore, focusing all of my effort building cities, doing everything, and just sitting there is like trying to get like stewardship every single character, so I get even more money, and then I could just hyper develop, but like with. But also way back when Imperial wasn't a thing, the bureaucratic government, and I can't really do. I can technically do that by saying I have no aspirations for being emperorship, but like at that point I might as well be emperor for how much money you could just make. The animal marines? No, I got no. I generally don't get bored in CK3 unless the game is going hyper slow like it was going. Generally, I really like trying to maintain my family. And just constantly being the stewardship of my family. Which, when I got an imperial bureaucracy, that kind of spiraled out of control, because then, like, I have 18 different branches of my family, and then 64 houses, all just multiplying, and be like, well, half the world is literally connected to my family in some way. Like, I think if I could have figured out the lag issue with CK3, I would have been able to probably full conquer the entire map with how everything was going. Which, that would have been wild. It would have been like a line out to here, and then like Africa, and then it would be China, all these states, and then whatever left down here to fight against. Although, from what I heard, they're not. It's actually unwise to do that. Because then the Reformation will not spawn. and EU4. The only thing I kind of want CK3 to bring back is the merchant families, because that was what Venice was that merchant fold that then could spawn infinite amounts of mercenaries, and then there was all like the multiple families fighting over the title. And even if you lost the title, you technically that is kind of the interesting thing is how Imperial exists. It's almost like how the Merchant Republic system works. It would be interesting if they could actually bring back the merchants, like the Republican government back. Because the Merchant Republics worked in a very different way. Because every province, sorry, had a like trade post that could be built in it, and that can make you a lot of money. Yeah, usually I find either it's just the way I've maintained my families or something. I don't usually get murdered. I get murder attempts, but they usually are like half-baked. Because I generally make characters that people like, and when your character's liked, no one really wants to kill them. Also, I usually cultivate in my family, and every successive heir is, I want you to be the biggest merchant on this planet. I want you to make all of the money, hold my 97 territories. I want you to be able to make me all of the money in the universe, so then I could make even more money with that money. Just merchant strats. Yeah, no, that, like, even if, the schemes are half-baked, if there's 9,000, if there's, like, 300 different half-baked schemes, because if you remove the limit on how many can target the player, there's 300 half-baked schemes, one of them's gonna get through. At that point, the only rule counter against being hated like that is just red. Yeah, that does sound like modifying the traits to be more conflicting. Probably should be a thing, because I do feel like characters get along a little bit too well in CK3. I feel like certain people do not hate each other's guts enough because they're like, oh, we have conflicting traits, but like it's only like a minus and minus 20. I feel like those traits should be like a minus 50, complete opposites, hatred of each other. I do find it funny. The game has gone on for so long that word has spread that there is another continent. Although I do find it lore accurate, almost. That there's been light exploration just cuz. They do hold all of the nations that would have wanted to explore. Alright, it's now time for me to hit the print money button. Mm. Okay, but how about you modify CK3? I think you should like make this as like whatever you want to call it, a CK3, a more harder experience or something. CK3 a less friendly time. So it does sound like you're doing so much like changes in the game, even if they're small and minute, that like I feel like people would actually want to play that. I'm just kind of used to the system. Like if an MP game started and we got this type of mod where it like changed the game to make it a little bit harder, I would probably be like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Yeah, although it shouldn't probably be that too much difficult to update it. That doesn't, from what I remember, it doesn't seem like they're changing that much other than the new government type. Unless I'm just misremembering. Do, 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 do. 14, 15. I can't wait to core all this. I can't wait to stay in all this land. I can't wait to stay in all this land eventually. Oh. Should do it late. We can't fight anybody, I can't conquer any land, I can't do nothing. Silly, silly. See you when you get back. Get that prestige back. What else can I be doing? Do 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 do. I'm not supposed to stop drilling. Keep drilling. Keep drilling for oil. What do I next do again? 1413. Wait, my next government reform and 1415. We'll have the corruption off in like 6 years, 5 to 6 years. Even though it's a 110, it's still technically cheaper cost-wise. Not even counting, because I'm counting for 2 years worth of corruption fighting into that calculation as well, and I'm also doing more than 2 years. So, I am actually making a lot of money off of this corruption. Inquisitor, stop fucking jag! Ah. Alright, you're fired. Fired. You're fired. I'm trying to find an Inquisitor to convert the heathens and the heretics. You're fired. You're fired. I just want to find a single religious person. Give me a religious person. I want to purge the people. that do not believe in what I believe. They must die in a fire. Oh, actually, there's an overflow. It actually keeps going. That's kind of fucking ridiculous. I love it. Keep purging those advisors. I want that plus 2% to conversion. Come on. Give me an Inquisitor. Wait. Derp, there's one right there. But there's a lot of my money. Alright, I'll take the very expensive Inquisitor. He will be very useful in converting the heretics and heathens. Even though it costs me an arm and a leg to run her. just need to get that final level and I get +1 max privileges. Which is insane! Insane in the min brain! Because, yes. A few years left of corruption. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get a snack. Snack that doesn't smell back. And yeah. So I'll be right back.